neighborhood. In your neighborhood, say who are the people in your neighborhood? The people that you meet each day.
Hi boys and girls, welcome to Turn the Page Tuesdays. So now that it's almost time for bed, make sure that you take care of all of those bedtime routines. Parents, now's the time to pause your device for the children to be able to go ahead and do that. Hi boys and girls, I am on the farm of David Lair. He is a dairy farmer in our Oxford community. He's been working here since 2001. This is David Lair. He owns this dairy farm here in Oxford. So David, a dairy farmer, what do you do for the Oxford community as a dairy farmer? What does that mean?
Well, we produce milk, and some, I guess most of it goes to schools. Some had gone to some local gas stations around here too. But so that's what we do. We make milk. It gets used for a lot of products.
And you told me there were about 200 cows that
Yes.
you have.
Yes.
All right. How many cows are born each year?
It's over 100.
Okay.
Yeah, a little over 100.
Can you tell me what cows eat?
What they eat, we feed them corn silage, which is just chopped up corn stalks. We chop it up when it's green, and alfalfa. They get a lot of that. They get some ear corn that's ground up, and soybeans, and barley.
Can you tell me, do cows have personalities, don't they?
Yes.
That's pretty interesting, because when we were in there, you told me at one point when we were looking at the cows, boys and girls, they were coming over and they were curious because I was someone new. So they were coming over closer and closer, but they weren't coming actually real close because they didn't know who I am. You also talked to me earlier about how some cows are nicer than others, and how some cows can get a little stubborn. They get mad. So just like people do, that's the way cows are, right?
Yes.
Is that
Yep.
about right?
Some of them are shy, and some are super outgoing.
That's really interesting. For your job, do you have to know how to read?
I do. I think so. It's pretty important.
What sort of things do you have to read as a dairy farmer?
It seems like I read plenty of instruction manuals. There's a lot of equipment that you have to know how to maintain and operate and assemble.
Okay.
I read information about farming and becoming better at it, and research things that are researched. It's important to be able to read. I don't know how you would get along without it.
Since you've taken over in 2001, have you seen a lot of changes with like technology or anything like that that's helped make your job maybe easier or changed your job in any way?
Yes. Yeah, we've done a number of things that have reduced the labor, and it makes it easier.
Okay.
Physically.
Good. Do you like to read?
I do sometimes, yes.
But I imagine David said that he gets up at 4 o'clock in the morning to work, and I know that a lot of farmers keep very early hours so that they can start their days earlier. And are the cows in better moods that early in the morning?
I think it's the same.
All right. Well, I hear you brought a book with you this evening, and we can't wait to hear when
Yes.
the cows come home. So that will be happening. Can't wait. Thank you.
So they're standing in here, and then put this on them, and then this senses when they're done milking and pulls it off, and when they're all done, they go out and get the next row in.
So
It comes out right up here,
Okay.
and then like we swing this over and it goes in the top.
Oh, okay.
But then, so it's hooked up for washing. So after we're done milking, then you change a few things, and then the milker's in there wash.
Okay.
The line all washes. I'm going to be reading this book called When Cows Come Home, and it's written by David Harrison and illustrated by Chris Demarest. When cows come home at the end of the day, they swish their tails and gently sway. They chew their cuds in a cow-like way when cows come home at the end of the day. But if farmer looks the other way, cows take off on a holiday. You never saw such cow horseplay when farmer looks the other way. Cows play tag in fields of hay. Catch me if you can, they say. You ought to see them dash away when cows play tag in fields of hay. They fiddle their fiddles and shout, hooray! Let's all sing at the end of the day. Let's square dance with a hoe and a hay. And they fiddle their fiddles and shout, hooray! They hitch their bikes to farmer's sleigh to pull their babies as they play. And who would ever know that they could ride on bikes or pull a sleigh? Everyone into the pond, cows say. Let's cool off at the end of the day. Last one in is an old blue jay. Everyone into the pond, cows say. They laugh at donkeys when they bray and bring them onions for a bouquet. They somersault and prance away and laugh to hear the donkeys bray. Open the gate, let's run away. Open the gate so we can stray. Should we leave or should we stay? Open the gate, we might, we may. Shh, they whisper through the hay. Farmer's looking around this way. Let's swish our tails and gently sway. Shh, they whisper through the hay. Giggling softly, cows obey and head for home in a cow-like way. Farmer winks and milks away when cows come home at the end of the day. The end.
I hope you enjoyed that book by our special guest. Now it's time for bed. Good night, everyone. We'll see you in the morning. Boys and girls, look, I'm with cows. Check me out, right?
Yep. So, Dr. Hamburg, like being a helping hand here at the
Yeah, it's a lot of work here at the dairy farm.
stacking the
Yeah. All in a day's work.
nice job.